Hello doctor and medical students, I am Dr. Amit. This is my third 2-minute short on beta-lactam antibiotics. So let's quickly revise penicillinase resistant penicillins today. So before going into a topic, first we'll know what is penicillinase and why these groups of drugs are resistant against penicillinase. So as we all know that penicillinase is a subtype of beta-lactamase, which is an enzyme produced by some bacteria that breaks the crucial beta-lactam ring present in penicillin groups of drug and finally makes the drug inactive. Now we'll know that why this group of drugs are resistant against this enzyme. So these groups of drugs are resistant because they have a bulky R group. So let's understand like this. Suppose this is a beta-lactam ring and this is a bulky R group. So whenever the bacteria come to destroy this ring, this bulky R group will work as a shield and doesn't let the bacteria to destroy the ring. Now let's talk about which drugs fall in this group. So dicloxacillin, nafacillin and oxacillin are the drugs fall in these groups. So while talking about its mechanism of action, it's a narrow spectrum penicillin and its mechanism of action is same as penicillin G and V, or we can say as penicillinase sensitive penicillin. As we all know that bacteria cell wall contain peptidoglycan and those peptidoglycans layer cross-linked with the help of penicillin binding protein. So these drugs bind to penicillin binding protein and doesn't let the bacteria peptidoglycans cross-link with each other, and which will weakens the bacterial cell wall and finally leads to bacteria death. Now let's talk about its clinical use. So it is very effective against Staph aureus, but not all Staph aureus, because exception is methicillin resistant Staph aureus. As we all know that methicillin resistant Staph aureus is a subtype of Staph aureus, okay, and these drugs are ineffective against this MRSA, only effective against Staph aureus. So after clinical use, we'll talk about its adverse effects. So adverse effects are hypersensitivity reactions and interstitial nephritis. Now talking about its mechanism of resistance. So the mechanism of resistance is against MRSA. Why? Because MRSA cell wall contain a special type of penicillin binding protein, and which doesn't let this group of drug to bind with penicillin binding protein, and that's why the MRSA has developed resistance against these drugs. So this is a quick and short revision on penicillinase resistant penicillins. Thank you for watching. Thank you.